Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Siat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and Kakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across the world who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. Shalom. Okay, so checking the live stream real quick. So today I want to make a video about fearing the Most High. You have to fear the Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, okay? Because if you don't fear Him, you're gonna think that you can just do whatever you can do and get away with it. Like these, people from the world, these so-called white people, they think that when they just walking and be partying all day, maybe have rich parents, and they have this kind of attitude like they don't care whatever happens, maybe drinking a can of soda and then throw it on the street like it's nothing, eating a bag of chip and throwing it on the street like it's nothing, okay, committing adultery, taking another man as a man, taking another man's wife, laying with her and seeing the glory in it. That is adultery, so they do this. And most of them don't fear the Most High. Otherwise, they would think twice or three times before even trying to commit it, So when you fear the Most High, you're gonna try to skip things like that, and don't do it basically, So this is to start off. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So only a fool will despise wisdom and instruction, because it's stupid if you despise that, And like it says, you have to fear the Most High, and that is the beginning of the knowledge. Okay, that is like the root of it all. Okay, fearing the Most High will keep you on a certain level of respect, on a certain level of dodging problems and being like, hey, it's none of my business, let me just do what the Most High told me to do. Let me just mind my business. Let me just do this. Okay, trying your best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. So you can see, like, for example, a tree. What is the strong side of the tree? Is the roots. If the roots are not strong, the tree can, with the slightest wind, just fall off. Just fall down. But if the roots are strong, you cannot really move this tree. Okay, so for us to get more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, first of all, you have to have a strong fear for the Most High. All right. So let me see. Let me go to the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 120. It says here, Psalms 109, Psalms 119, verse 120. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. Okay, so that is the mindset that you should be in. Your body, you should be afraid of the Most High when you trying to do something and you have this conversation in your mind like, if I do this, the Most High is gonna deal with me. Hey, no man, why am I even thinking like this? Hey, skip, man. Let me continue on, man. I ain't doing this. Of course you're gonna be tempted, but hey, we gotta fight the temptation. And you don't want to be the Most High ain't playing, man. I just read an article about the Ishmaelites in the land of Israel. You know what country I mean? Where there's so-called genocide happening right now. Yet the most children of having their legs and arms amputated in that region right now. So that is a terrible judgment, man. And sometimes they have to be amputated without injection. So without, hoe zeg je dat? In the Dutch we say verdoving, So they let me say it like this: they feel everything while it's being amputated. Okay, so from there, let's make a jump to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It says, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God." Okay, The word God means power. So it's a fearful thing to fall into his hands when you know that you have done wrong. Okay. Also for the people that don't know that they have done wrong or that don't think that they have done wrong, when you fall into the Most High's hands, hey, you cannot escape, man. Come on, where are you gonna go? There's no physical place that you can hide from the Most High because He is everywhere. You know, He has His angels everywhere. You cannot even see His angels, you know. So you cannot hide in your dreams. Okay, you cannot hide. You're not safe in your sleep even. You want to hide in in some type of bunker. How are you gonna hide in a bunker from the Most High? No, nowhere is safe. You want to go into space? No, space is not safe. Nowhere is safe, man. The Most High will get you. Okay, so that is also why I think a lot of our brothers are doing this work in the first place because you're fearing the Most High and you don't want to get that judgment. Okay, you want to be saved at the end. And of course, not willing, we are part of that number of the elect, the 144,000. That in itself is also a goal to work towards too. But you gotta fear the Most High, man. Speaking for myself also, it's important, man. Okay. Sometimes you might get a little frustrated, like, hey man, why is this happening in my life? What did I do wrong? Well, look at our ancestor Joseph. He did not do really anything wrong and he was cast in prison, you know. But it had a meaning to it. Later, he would govern the whole land of Egypt, and in the famine, his own brothers would come to him for food. So he had to play a bigger role. Okay, so the Most High has his plans for you also, man. Okay, the scripture says he will never put anything upon your path that you cannot handle. It says here, 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to men. So, like commonly things that happen to people, can happen to you also. You're going to your job, you're late for your job, you might get lashed out at your job for being late, whatnot. You might stamp your small toe against the table. You might have a small sickness here and there or illness. Things like that happen to a lot of people also, man. But like really something that is above your limits, the Most High will not give you that when you are pleasing Him. Okay. Sometimes in the eyes of the other people, maybe even in your own eyes, it might seem like you are suffering for nothing. You're suffering wrongfully, but we just gotta take it patiently. The word patience goes also into suffering and enduring, if I'm correct. Because when you're patiently waiting for something, you're waiting for something that you actually don't want to go through, or let's say you do want a present, or you do want this new car, or you do want this new house, or you're done with this job and cannot wait to start a new job. When you are patiently waiting for it, it's hurting you. You want it now, but you have to wait. Okay, that is suffering. Now from there, let's go to First Corinthians chapter 9. Sorry, First Corinthians chapter 9, verse 27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I've preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. So that is not what you want to have. You don't want to be the one that is preaching towards other people and telling them about Yahawah Bahasham Yashai, telling them about to fear the Most High, warning them when you are standing on the streets, when you see us standing on the street corners, telling people like, hey, don't do that, man. Come back to the Most High. Repent from your ways. Destruction is coming. Don't commit adultery. And then maybe 5 years later, 10 years later, your job is done. And the Most High might cause you to fall off this truth. And now the last moment before the destruction comes, before, the tribulations hit, now all of a sudden you have gone back into this world, and basically forgot about the Most High. You don't want to be that person, man. You want to be the person that preaches and stays preaching until you're basically until the destruction comes, until Yahawashi comes, and or if you have to die even for this truth, because some of us will die for this truth, But we should not be worrying about that, You might be in a predicament that people are trying to gun you down. The Master can just take away that pain, or he might cause the bullets not to even scratch you, not to even harm you, nothing. People trying to put you on fire, nothing happens with you, for example. That's the protection that we can have, in those times. I have, sometimes I've had dreams where literally the army was pinpointing a gun in my face, AK-47, whatnot, like here, and he shot, but I felt nothing. It was like a small wind. Kept on shooting, nothing happened. People are trying to gun me down, the gun be jamming, and I'm just walking off like nothing's happening. So those are just dreams to show me, like, hey man, in this truth, with the Most High, you have to fear Him, but with that fear that you have for Him, He is also protecting you, even though when you don't really see it with your own eyes, it's there, man. Okay, one time I had a dream. I was in a big crowd of people, and I looked in the sky, and just like the movie 300, the sky was being filled with arrows. People were shooting arrows, and the arrows and the spears was coming from the sky, and they was killing everybody. And I was running, and then I tripped over. So I was laying on my back, and my hand like this, and I saw the spears coming, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna die. And then all of a sudden, last moment, a big force field came around me, like you see in the movies, a force field, and the things just bounced off, And how am I gonna be in my dream thinking about making a force field? It was not myself; it was of the Most High. He can even protect you in your dreams and to show you things like, hey, keep up the good work, because this is the protection, a form of protection that you can have in those times. Okay, it's just an example to show, like, if you continue this path, this is what you can get for it in return. So don't quit. Lord willing, we continue to the end. Okay. So last few scriptures. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes 16 and 17. Let me see here. Or is it Sirach? Let me see. 10 and 17. Let me see. No, 16. It's in the Apocrypha. This book right here, the Apocrypha. Those contain also a lot of books that were taken out of the Bible, but they are still part of the Bible, because these white people, these devils, they took it out. Sirach 17. Yes, Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 17. Say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures? So don't be thinking like, hey man, the Most High is not dealing with me. He's not worried about me. Look how many people there are walking this earth. 8 miljard, 8 billion people. Look how many creatures he has. Lions, hyenas, giraffes, fish in the sea, plants, ants, smallest creatures, bacteria. You name it, man. How is he gonna be worried me? Hey, let me just do my thing. Don't think that, man, because the Most High does have his eyes on you. He controls everything, man. Don't be fooled. We cannot even imagine it, but still, just because we cannot imagine his power means that it's not real. Okay. For example, a small ant or small insect compared to us, if we stamp him with all the might that we have, like real hard, he cannot even comprehend how much force he got hit with, and that is just on a small scale, let alone us being able to understand the Most High, having made all what you can see and what you cannot see. We cannot understand him, man. So that's why you got to fear him and have faith in him. So from there, let me go to Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiasticus, because you also have Ecclesiastes. Sirach 23 verse 19. It says, such a man only fear the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. So basically, the Most High's eyes are very bright, so he can see you everywhere, no matter where you are. You don't think you can hide. Don't think you can hide in a physical place, in a spiritual place, nothing, man. Okay? He will get you. So yeah, basically that is it, man. You know, the Most High got his eyes with everybody, even small children, babies. You know, everything, man. No matter who you are. That's why you have to fear him also, because he can be, you know, he's strict, but he's loving, but he's strict. You know. So yeah, man, we just gotta do our best for him, and then he protects us. Okay, so I hope it was edifying. And with that, I want to give our praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiyam across the world, who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. God shalom.